Warning, this video contains subject matter that may be disturbing to some viewers. Welcome to another episode of True Crime and Mysterious Cases. Today I want to talk about Amy Carlson, who also calls herself Mother God. Amy started a cult called Love Has Won, and their home base is in Colorado. Last week, a man reported to law enforcement that there was a dead body in his house. So, of course, law enforcement went out there to do an investigation, and they found the body of Amy Carlson, aka Mother God, in her bedroom. Now, I'm sure that police find dead bodies in their home all the time. People die of natural causes in their home. It happens. But this one was different from the get-go. Amy's body was in the floor of her bedroom. She was laying in a sleeping bag. She had Christmas lights wrapped around her body. She had glitter on her eyelids. She did not have any eyes. And she had been dead for quite a while. She was already starting to mummify. There were multiple other people living in this home with Amy, including Father God, who was apparently her mate, and Wikipedia says that the cult members have anywhere between 12 and 25 members at a time, and they all lived in the same home with her. And nobody reported her death. They just lived in the house with her body and decorated it in Christmas lights and glitter. Now, of course, I did research on this before doing this video, and I'm not convinced that Amy's death is foul play. You see, one thing about Amy's followers were that they did live streams every day. So you can look back on these live streams and you can kind of get an idea of what happened. Like back in March, there were some live streams where group members were discussing that she was ill and that she was refusing medical treatment. They did live streams every day, hoping to make money off of little things that they sold and recruit new members. They also gave a lot of testimony about Mother God and their religion. Now, Love Has Won is similar to a lot of other cults. You have the leader, who in this case is Mother God, and she convinces the followers that she's the creator of the universe and the world and everything, and that their job is to make her happy and worship her. There's several videos on the internet showing Amy screaming, belittling, berating her followers, just really being a royal bitch. Now, it's been reported that Amy was a pretty bad alcoholic and a frequent user of psychedelic mushrooms. As a matter of fact, it was during one of these mushroom trips that she claimed to have a vision where she was Mother God, the creator. It baffles me to think that people fall for this type of thing and get wrapped up with these type of people, but it happens quite often. Now, most people had never heard of the Love Has Won cult until recently when they caught the attention of the media. Now, look at the guy on the screen in the bottom left-hand corner in the orange shirt. This guy left his wife and children to join Amy's cult. And he didn't even tell them where he was going. He just disappeared. Now, his wife said that she knew he had been getting more and more into watching their lives and interested in their religion. So she caught one of their lives and saw him there, and that's how she knew where he was. About 2 weeks later, he stopped appearing in lives with the group. When the cult members were asked about where he was, they made comments to his family like, "We're not his babysitter, and he's a grown man, whatever he does is his business." But he was found a few days later with nothing, no water, no food, no nothing, on a desert road, almost dead from dehydration and exposure. And he apparently claimed that the group had dropped him off out there as a form of punishment. So this is the first thing that caught the media's attention. So the group was being questioned by law enforcement and scrutinized in the media. So they packed up and moved to Hawaii. Now, the good people of Hawaii didn't believe her stories and didn't appreciate her claiming to be their god. They held protests outside of their house. They followed them around wherever they went, yelling at them, telling them that they weren't welcome there. And they put up a little bit of a fight, but eventually they did leave Hawaii and returned to Colorado. And until now, everything was fairly quiet in the media concerning Love Has Won. But now, with the discovery of Amy's mummified body, they're back in the spotlight for now. And with the discovery of her body, multiple members of the Love Has Won cult have been arrested, but not for murder. They're being charged with tampering with a body and child abuse. I guess because they had several children living in the home in this type of environment with a dead body in the house. Like I said a little earlier in the video, I don't believe that her death is from foul play, but I do think that the circumstances surrounding her death definitely make this a mysterious case. And with that being said, that'll conclude this episode of True Crime and Mysterious Cases. As always, thank you for joining us, and don't forget to hit those like, subscribe, and notification buttons so that you don't miss any future episodes.